third grade. This is Mr. Roney. Welcome to science class, and I hope you're having an awesome Thursday and staying cool because it's really hot this week. So the plan for today is to learn a little bit more about the life cycles of plants through a short reading that we're going to do together. And then you're going to quickly go to Google Classroom and answer only one question. And I'll tell you straight ahead what the question is right now so that you'll know what to listen for when we're reading. And basically, you're going to explain what's happening in this picture right here. And you're going to have to use a few specific vocabulary words, but I'll tell you right now that the answer can be found right in the reading we're about to do. So let's learn together. Let's have a good time today. And this is stuff that I did not know when I was your age. So at the end of this reading, you're going to be smarter than a young third grade Mr. Roney. Let's get to it. All right, so I'm sure you guys are a little tired of hearing my voice because you hear it so often. So I'm just going to change it a little bit today while we read the story. So it sounds a little bit more like someone in a movie or a famous actor. Here goes.
What are the life cycles of plants? This fruit did not always look this way. You will learn how a plant changes as it goes through its life cycle. All right, that's probably distracting. We'll just go back to my voice.
This fruit did not always look this way. You will learn how a plant changes as soon as it goes through its life cycle. These changes during a life cycle form a pattern, and the amount of time it takes to complete a life cycle differs from one plant to another. And as usual, we have some science vocabulary that we're going to need in this chapter: flower, fruit, life cycle, lifespan, and seed. And you may already know a lot of those words. Part 1. Plants have different lifespans. Suppose you are walking through the woods. You see some plants that are alive, and they have green leaves and bright flowers. You also see that plants are dead, like a tree that has fallen down. A lifespan is the typical amount of time that members of a species live, from birth to death. And different species have different lifespans. During an organism's lifespan, it grows, develops, and tries to reproduce. For example, common sunflowers live for less than 1 year. And if you saw yesterday's video, you'll remember that fact. Their lifespan is 1 growing season, and some other plant species have longer lifespans. Apple trees, for example, have lifespans of 100 years, and some trees have even longer lifespans. Redwood trees can live for over 1,000 years. That is a cool fact. All right, I'm going to get my face out of the way so we can look at this caption. These common sunflowers have a lifespan of only 1 growing season. These adult plants will all die before the end of the year. Oh, wow. Part 2. Plants reproduce. And this is going to be the part where the answer to your question is. Just a hint. So listen up. Think of the different flowers you've seen. Many plants produce flowers. But what do flowers do for the plant? A flower is the part in some plants where seeds are made. A seed is a small protected part of the plant that can grow into an adult, offspring. And all plants need to reproduce. Plants that grow flowers do this by producing seeds. To grow seeds, flowers need pollen. Pollen is also grown in flowers, but it usually moves from one flower to another. Wind and insects can move pollen. Pollen sticks to insects when they land on flowers, and the insect may fly to another flower of the same species. Some of its pollen will rub off there. After pollen gets to the flower, a fruit develops and seeds form inside of it. A fruit is the part of the plant that surrounds and protects a seed. Some flowering plants have juicy fruits like an apple. Others have dry fruits like dandelions. Wow, I did not know that dandelion was a fruit. That's cool. And then we have some examples of plant fruits and their seeds. Wow, so you see that big thing in the middle of an avocado? That is an avocado seed. I always thought it was a pit. Science is cool. And here's a short video of what it actually looks like when insects get pollen on their bodies and transfer it to other flowers. And that is seriously it. All you have to do now is head to Google Classroom and write a short 2 to 3 sentences about what is going on in this picture right here. And if you need to, go through the reading again. And if you didn't catch it the first time, hopefully the second time you will. If that doesn't work, come see me in office hours. I'll be around at 11 a.m. today if you have any questions, and I'd be happy to help you figure out how to answer that question. Have an awesome rest of your Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow for our final science class of the week. Bye, third grade.